So there's a lot of wireless gaming mice out there, but what's a rare breed is ergonomic wireless gaming mice. And in today's video, we'll be taking a look at one such mouse from XPG. This is their Alpha Wireless, and it's got a very cool feature that I think no other mouse on the market has right now, and it is actually a very unique gaming mouse in its own. So in this video, let's talk about everything you need to know about the XPG Alpha Wireless. And with that being said, let's get started. Alright, so starting off with the unboxing experience of the XPG Alpha, you get the user manual itself, so quick start guide plus user manual, a bunch of stickers which I really appreciate XPG including. These are some really cool stickers that you can put around in your PC, in your setup, and they'll look good. And you also get a 1.8 meter USB Type-C to Type-A cable for charging as well as to connect the mouse in the wired way. And also, finally, you get the mouse itself. This is the XPG Alpha Wireless, and in my opinion, it's a really unique mouse. And let's start off by talking about the design and build quality. The build quality of the mouse is actually pretty good. It's completely made out of plastic. It doesn't feel cheap. It is a really rock solid mouse in my opinion, really sturdy build quality. But I really hope that XPG would have used some soft touch rubber material in the build of this mouse. You know, just adding that extra grip to that mouse. When you're holding the mouse, you feel, that grip, and just makes you feel more comfortable, more confident while playing games. But whereas this mouse chooses to be all plastic and there's no use of soft touch rubber anywhere, but there is this dotted texture pattern on the right as well as the left side, which does give you grip for your thumb as well as your two extra fingers. And it's a really nice build in my opinion. And talking about the design, you have this arching back on this mouse, and also on the clicks you have your finger groups. They're not very deep, but they're deep enough to feel comfortable. And you also have this XPG logo which does light up in RGB. And talking about RGB, this mouse has a really unique RGB element. You have RGB light glowing below the clicks, which is the first time I'm seeing something like this, and it's a very unique implementation. It glows below the clicks on the scroll wheel as well as the XPG logo, and you can control this RGB effect in their XPG Prime software. We'll talk about the XPG Prime software later on in the video. It's a whole new world and into XPG accessories. But just going around overview of this mice, you've got your two left and right clicks, you've got your scroll wheel, your back and forward buttons, as well as a DPI shift button. So totally 6 programmable buttons, and you have this thumb rest. That's why it's an ergonomic wireless gaming mice, and this is really comfortable. This is one of the most comfortable mice I've used in a while, and personally for editing and stuff, I use the Logitech MX Master 2S, and this is really similar to using that, but it's a gaming mice. So that's that. Now talking about some technical specifications of this mice, you've got a Pixart PAW3335 sensor in this one that goes from 100 dpi to 16,000 dpi. So this mouse is fast, and it has 400 inches per second tracking speed, and the mouse weighs about 98 grams, and if you add the cable, that's going to be an extra 5 grams, so plus or minus 5 grams if you're using the cable or no, so 98 grams if you're using it the wireless way. And that's actually pretty decent, but it's not a lightweight mice. So if you're a competitive FPS player, or if you just like lightweight mice, maybe you have to look elsewhere, but it's a comfortable mice in my opinion. Even though it's kind of on the heavier side when you talk about gaming mice these days, we're going up to 57, 60 grams. This comes in at 98 grams, really similar to Razer's Death Adder. That's also around this weight class. But you don't really notice the weight because of how ergonomic and comfortable this mice is. Now talking about the clicks, you've got Omron switches which are rated for 60 million clicks, so that's a pretty long life in my opinion. And XPG claims a battery life of about 60 hours, and in my use you can push out 40 hours at least minimum, even if you're using RGB on full brightness. So battery life in this is not a problem. And even if you do run out of battery, let's talk about the most unique feature of this mouse. The XPG Alpha Wireless can connect to your PC via 2.4 GHz dongle, which is included in the back of the mouse, and there's a really nice spot for you to store it so you don't lose it while traveling. If you go to LAN parties and stuff, if you go to tournaments, you can just store it there. You can connect the mouse via Bluetooth and use it the wired way as well. So the most unique feature in my opinion has to be this three connection methods: 2.4G, wired, as well as Bluetooth. Now doing a quick overview of the mouse, you have got your USB Type-C port here for charging, as well as to use it the wired way. You've got your sensor and this switch to go and switch between the three connection methods. Wired is going to be off, 2.4G means you have to use the dongle, and BT is going to be for Bluetooth. You've also got your 3 feet, and these are pretty decent. They glide really well on a speed type mouse pad, so no issues there. And talking about my experience using the XPG Alpha wireless, gaming experience was actually pretty good. I played games like CSGO, GTA 5, Valorant, I tried a bunch of games, and even while playing FPS, I really enjoyed using this mouse. The clicks feel absolutely amazing on this one. The scroll wheel is perfect in my opinion. You can feel those individual scrolls, and it's got that really nice feedback. It's not too smooth, it's not too tight. It's got that perfect sensitivity in my opinion, and these clicks are heavenly. In my opinion, the side buttons are also really tactile and the feedback is good, the travel is good, and the switches, XPG has nailed the switches on this mice. And even comparing it to some other mice like the NZXT Lift, I've tried the Razer Death Adder V2 and also the Viper Mini recently, these clicks feel really good. They're not mushy and they have a really nice sound to them, and that's really nice. Overall, using this mice was a good experience in my opinion. No connection issues, no latency issues in any of the methods. It works well wired as well as in the BT as well as 2.4G. Of course, you'll have lower latency on the 2.4G mode compared to the Bluetooth. And just note that this mouse only works with Windows operating system. I tried it with Mac, it doesn't work there. So again, it only works with Windows, but majority of the gamers are on Windows, so that's not going to be a problem in my opinion. Now talking about XPG's Prime software, that's a whole new world. You can customize everything about this mice, from programming the buttons to the DPI to the polling rate, even the lift off distance. You have a bunch of options for your lift off distance as well. By default it's 2 millimeters, but you can change it according to you. And lift off distance is a whole different topic. I'll leave a link in the description down below so you guys can learn more about it. You can make macros, change the technical stuff about the mice, as well as control the RGB. So change the effect as well as the color. XPG's Prime software, again, I'll leave a link in the description down below so you guys can check it out and download it. And overall, it's a really nice mice in my opinion. But let's talk about the pricing. 5,300 rupees on Amazon right now, and once the stock arrives, it might be around that 5,000 mark, and I think it is on the higher side. It's competing with mice like Logitech's G304 Lightspeed, Razer's Basilisk wireless, and those are kind of priced lower compared to this. And I feel like this mice has that unique feature of those 3 connection methods, and it can ask for a premium for that. And it has also got its own kind of shape and design. The switches are nice. There's nothing really to complain about this mice. The only thing I would nitpick is the cable that's included is braided. It's good for charging the mouse. It's a really high quality cable, but when you have a gaming mice, the cable has to be more softer, more flexible, like some of those Pyroflex cables that Razer is using, that NZXT is using, that other companies are using. This one is more like a generic braided cable that can be used for charging. And when it comes to using the mouse with this cable, it's kind of rough and can get stuck around. It's not that smooth. That's the only nitpick that I have. But other than that, maybe they could have used more soft touch rubber in this mouse, and maybe it could have been priced a little lower just to make it a more appealing deal. But overall, it's a really nice mice. XPG has done a really good job on the Alpha wireless, and it's a recommendation from my side. If you can spend the 5,000 rupees on this, and if you like the shape and all the features that it offers, it's definitely a thumbs up from my side. I'll leave a link down below for you guys to check out the XPG Alpha wireless, and buying from that link does help the channel out. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and smash the like button as well as subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on future uploads like this. Also, let me know in the comments down below if you have any queries, any questions about the XPG Alpha wireless. What gaming mice do you use? Let me know in the comments down below. I'll be there replying to you guys. But with that being said, my name has been Yusuf. You guys have been awesome. Stay awesome, keep smiling, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.
Yo, microphone check, make it a microphone check. Give it a microphone, I make the microphone dead. Don't step to me, newbie, I could truly be moody. I could have played the fucking Grinch in the movies. I've been a part-time shadow cat, part-time. That is not a guy that I would ever want to try to battle rap. Snap, crackle, pop, mind fried to a crisp. Make an MC into a wide-eyed lunatic.